Welcome to the Brors show.
The show is not for children.
It is also not for most adults.
We implore anyone watching to stop now.
Because today we're asking, is Northern Ireland the Florida of the UK?
Now something for the kids.
Florida, the land of gators, bath salts, and mugshots of men who look like if Tiger King done fusion high with a bag of crystal meth. But what if I told you the UK has its own version? Is Northern Ireland really the Florida of the UK?
No.
No.
There you go. End the video.
Let's go home.
Are you familiar with the Florida Man meme?
The Florida Man meme?
Yeah.
The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man!
So basically, there was that many headlines from Florida that all started with Florida Man, and they're all insane that it just became this meme. To be from Florida means you're f***ing crazy. So basically, what we're trying to discover today, does Northern Ireland have crazy people like Florida does? Let's jump straight into our first Northern Ireland nut job.
Northern Irish nut job number 1.
Man jailed after trying to turn feces into gold. First of all, is he Dr. Manhattan?
It's like turning air into gold. A miracle.
Like turning feces into gold.
That's just good old-fashioned
Jail?
American alchemy. Like,
Where do you get put in jail for that?
A Northern Irish man who tried to turn his own feces into gold by putting it on an electric heater was sentenced for 3 months. The bizarre experiment, carried out by Paul Moran, 30, caused around $3,000 worth of damage to his housing executive home in a block of flats at Darren Park.
back on up.
Go ahead.
What?
Exactly. Martin,
What did he do?
he tried to turn feces into gold
By doing what?
Through an
by
electric heater?
putting it on an electric heater.
No.
I mean, that's just melting it. Yeah.
I don't know if poo melts. I think it burns.
The judge noted that Moran was now on antipsychotic medication and agreed with the finding he did not pose a significant risk of serious harm.
But he set flats on fire, so it's pretty harmful.
I would love to know what the f*** going through his head at that moment, like, you know?
That'd be a pretty shit fire.
He doesn't pose a significant risk of serious harm. I suppose not. Like, he's trying to turn shit into gold. He's not.
That's a red flag, all right, though.
It's not murder.
But it's red flag.
It's a brown flag. Moving on.
Northern Irish nut job number 2.
Man accused of lewd act with a mattress.
Oh shit, did they get me?
They got you, David. Martin Gregory Cole, 52,
Yeah.
of no fixed abode. Just say homeless. What else are you going to say? Currently headquartered outside. He appeared in court charged with committing an act of lewd, obscene and disgusting nature and of outraging public decency by watching pornography in a public place and having simulated sex with a mattress while naked.
But he doesn't have a fixed abode, so it's not his fault.
Not his fault.
He had no abode to do it in.
If he had an abode, he would have obviously done it in the confines of an abode.
Someone give this man an abode.
Officers went to check, and when they arrived, they heard what they described as sex sounds emanating from behind a fence in the car park. Martin gives a sex sound.
Oh.
David? Jake? Okay.
Great
Very
sex sound.
silent Catholic sex. Get in, do it, get out. A number of residents in the old people's home were awake at the time, but they did not want to make a statement to the police.
An old people's home.
Yeah, that's where he
What
done it.
time at night did it happen?
Doesn't say.
Because there's fucking old people not up that age. Night time.
Not up at that age. What age am I? 80? I'm not up.
I'm not up at that.
Get me up at 81.
dead.
Do you reckon there's a wee hybrid mattress homeless man running about out there now?
Hybrid mattress homeless man.
Yeah.
In the dimension that you just created in your head.
Northern Irish nut job number 3.
Bus masturbator.
Commuters on the 212 Gold Line bus from Derry to Belfast got more than they bargained for when a man allegedly began masturbating in full view of passengers during the 2-hour journey. The incident occurred mid-route near Tombridge when multiple
Mid-route?
passengers... I think it occurred full route, actually.
Grow up.
When multiple passengers noticed a man in his late 30s behaving erratically. Just... He's having a seizure. No, he's
Run.
wanking. The man was arrested on suspicion of committing an act of public indecency.
Suspicion?
Relax yourself.
Sorry. He was described by officers as being in a highly excitable state, possibly under the influence of substances. He was later fined and banned from all TransLink services for 6 months.
Is that it?
6 months for one. on a bus.
See,
I
that's
take
not-
that hit.
You should be 6 months in jail for wanking on a bus.
You know, it was under the influence of drugs as well, so it wasn't.
That's
Fucking-
not an excuse.
It's not really, but it works in his favor. Like,
You can't not put your dick in your hand while taking drugs.
Don't do them.
Don't do them. Or do them in your abode.
yeah, do them in your free time,
What
in
if you
your own
didn't have an
place.
abode? There you go. That's how you fix this problem. You get all three of those things and put them into one place. So, like, you get the guy who's got an abode and he was putting shit on the heater. He can continue on doing that. Bring the mattress in, let that guy watch his pornography and have sex with the mattress in the front room. And then the last guy who was masturbating on the bus, you could just let him look out the window at the public. All three problems solved.
We're not trying to solve anything, guys.
I like to solve things.
He likes to use solvents.
Oh,
Solve that.
Like
That's a
solvents, I
solvent
like solvents.
right stuff at my tea.
Northern Irish nut job number 4.
Man drugged with ice cream and kidnapped by Hare Krishnas.
In one of the strangest kidnapping tales ever reported in Northern Ireland, 23-year-old Tony Murphy from Enniskillen claimed he was abducted by members of the Hare Krishna movement after accepting a free ice cream cone in Belfast. According to Murphy, the ice cream was oddly flavoured and left him feeling woozy. What did it taste like? Rehypnol? He said he woke up the next morning on a small island in Lough Erne, surrounded by people in saffron robes chanting and offering him lentils. He eventually escaped by swimming to shore at night using a stolen canoe paddle as a float. The Hare Krishna temple in Belfast denied any knowledge of the incident.
So what's happening? Because I didn't listen to anything you said.
He was kidnapped by Hare Krishnas.
Why though?
I don't know, and he
took a
doesn't
free
know,
dessert.
and the Hare Krishnas have no idea.
Do you know what? I think that they didn't mean. So he was probably blocked. You know what I mean? And they were like, yeah, man, come on, have free dessert. And then he got on and he was eating dessert. And then they were like, let's go, boys, we're out of here. And he just sort of just stayed with them. And then he was like, it's kidnapped me. We were like, dude, we didn't even know you were here.
And he was on the
leave.
island, like, taking drugs for like 3 days and thought they were lentils, they were easy.
Yeah. We all know how the Hare Krishnas love ecstasy.
Again, if he had just had an ice cream in his fixed abode.
See, this is what I'm saying. An abode actually does fix quite a lot of problems.
Northern Irish nut job number 5.
Man with flamethrower didn't mean to hurt school children.
I very much doubt that.
I don't believe him. A man who turned a flamethrower on pupils at his former school told a court yesterday that he did not know why he had carried out the attack and that he felt very bad indeed about it.
I'd like to take this chance to apologise to absolutely nobody.
Garnet Bell,
Fucking Garnet.
red flag name.
What the f*** kind of name's Garnet? Like?
Garnet Bell, 46, sprayed flaming petrol into an assembly hall where 31 pupils were sitting A-level exams. He told Antrim Crown Court he had intended to spray fire on them, but had not meant to kill or cause them serious injury.
Don't smoke crack.
I have thought about this for a long time and I cannot conceive what this could possibly have been intended to achieve. I just can't conceive it. I mean, I sprayed flames, I flamethrowed the crowd. I was like, what the f*** am I doing?
This isn't GTA. That's like getting up in the middle of class and taking a shit in the table.
No.
No.
But it's
I'll tell
like-
you what it's like. It's like getting up in the middle class, taking a shit on the table, then go and get a flamethrower and
burn it.
flamethrowing all the fucking students.
He can't conceive why he done it. It's like he ruined his life
Aye.
in a moment.
Yeah.
That's not ruining your life, though.
That's going to ruin
Yeah.
your life.
Well,
For the rest of your life, you're just Davy table shitter. One
make
day's
that
on
mistake.
Britain's Got Talent, shitting on the
Never
biggest
make the
tables.
mistake again.
imagine that was your Britain's Got Talent thing. You just come out and you're like, and then you dance all the way down to their table and just take a big old shake.
Golden buzzer and all. Earlier, Bell pleaded guilty to a separate arson incident on the day of the attack. He admitted burning the home of his brother. He said he would have tried to kill his brother if he had been at home that time. Bell told the court that since the attack, he has become aware of how irrational I was. Oopsie, sorry, I didn't know fire burned people.
I love a flamethrower.
There's way.
Don't give David a flamethrower.
No, definitely not.
David would get drunk on whiskey one day and just burn his house down.
Yeah.
Fuck it all. This living room, this kitchen.
What
nut
you could
jobs.
do with a flamethrower is feast. Take it to a field, burn yourself up some tasty mutton,
Jeez.
and just feast right away.
No.
So yeah, that was 5 Northern Irish nut jobs. That's our little sample of insanity in Northern Ireland, and maybe we're crazier than Florida. But based on
Ourselves.
that, who do you think the maddest bastard was in that whole?
I'd say the flame guy, like, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the guy with the intent to kill his brother, and
That's pretty
fucking,
crazy,
You know what I mean?
But that's understandable, crazy. You know who I think was the maddest? The guy who tried to turn shit into gold.
Perfectly,
Packing shit
man.
onto a heater,
but he's-
yeah.
I mean,
gold in the morning, boys.
who are you gonna want to live with, right? I mean,
The shit guy.
shit
Shit guy, yeah.
But he's way crazier.
yeah, but
You know?
he's been a crack.
I don't know. I think he would try and like cut off your dick in the middle of the night and like put it under his pillow for the dick. Fairy.
What?
He'd be that kind of crazy.
Oh.
you know?
What?
I'm gonna vote the flamethrower guy's the maddest bastard.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
See him. Jake.
Saddam Hussein.
He wasn't in this, but
Oh.
okay. I'll go with Flamethrower guy. Why not? Hey, he wins. Well done to Garnet Bell. Your prize is in the post.
And you're a very bad person.
Please like and subscribe.
Join us on Patreon for one of our madder Northern Irish stories.
Head over to patreon.com/4Brors podcast, and
That's some crazy stuff over there now.
we'll talk about the real ones.
Cheers for watching.
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before. And you might think, what if I fall? What if you don't? What if you fly?